Ray. What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
It's time!
Welcome back to another Sunday episode of Software Explorations. If you do not know who I am your host of the show and of the channel, Tech Coach Ralph, where we are engineered to win. And let me say, starting off, let's start off real quick. Shout out to Memi Selfie in the chat. What's going on? How you doing today? How are you doing? It's Sunday. Down here, South Florida, it is we just had the time change over the weekend last night. It's a pretty quiet day, kind of cloudy, but it's relaxed. So just shout out to everyone out there. How you doing out there? Mimi Selfie, happy to connect with you as always.
I appreciate you.
All right. So, getting started already with the show. Mimi Selfie's in the chat. What's going on, everyone? What's going on? All right, let's do it. We got some work to do today. We are always learning, always pushing forward, always trying to win at all costs. We're out here winning. We are out here grinding. All right. So here is the plan. Let's get into the agenda, and then we are going to get to work. And we're going to be talking about two things today, right? We're going to talk about the truth, and we're going to talk about like in between the work that we're doing, talking about the truth. And we're going to also be talking about why does toxicity have to spread to everywhere, right? Like, why can't there just be a place for professionalism? Why does it have to go to everywhere, But we'll talk about that. So let's jump into our agenda, and we're going to push through, all right? So first and foremost, as always, I want to say a big thank you, a big shout out to all of the newest subscribers.
I appreciate you.
As well as all of the subscribers who have been with me for a very, very long time. You guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely amazing. Shout out to my Patreon members, my Tech Barbarians, my Tech Prodigy members, my Technical Explorers who are putting in the work day in and day out to level up, grow their skills, who are looking to make the most of whatever they come across. We are going to take that. And whether it's lemons, whether it's gold, whether it's diamonds, we're going to make the most of it. Sometimes you have to turn lemons into lemonade. Sometimes you have to take the gems and the diamonds and you have to invest them and refine them in everything that we do. All right. So that is what we work on, consistent growth every single day, because we are looking to move forward, as Buzz Lightyear said, to infinity and beyond. That might actually have to be a soundbite, right? That might have to be a soundbite, to infinity and beyond. That is our focus, right? You never know, like movies that you've probably watched like 20 years ago, they come back in full circle and say, hey, there was actually a hidden message. There was some value in this. All right. Okay. Let's jump into our live show. Oh, it's pronounced me, my. Hey, I appreciate it. That's even better. Me, myself, and I. Me, myself. Me, myself. Gotcha. Appreciate me, myself. Gotcha. Perfect. Now I know. Now I know. And we got Mitch and me, myself. Me, got it. And we got Mitch in the building. What's going on, Mitch? Once Mitch is here, we are going to have a grand old time. Shout out to Mitch as always. All right. Let's get into our live show schedule real quick. We have the morning shows, Coffee and Caught Up, Mondays and Wednesdays, 7:15 a.m. We get into some news articles. We have a cup of coffee, and we are working on our mobile development app. I got some cool stuff to show tomorrow morning. We actually got our alert dialog box working, so I'm going to show that, and we're going to continue working through that, right? So really cool stuff happening in the mornings, Mondays and Wednesdays right now, 7:15 a.m. We have Sunday afternoons. Today, we are doing software explorations, working on Terraform. We're going to be, so today in Terraform, last week we were able to get the MongoDB set up with Atlas. However, we want it to be done with the serverless instead of where it builds the AWS infrastructure. We want the serverless so that it can cost us a lot less money. Is going to be charged per use, so it should be a lot cheaper for us. So we'll keep an eye on that as always. You got to keep an eye on the funds. And then Tuesday nights we have our Q&A session. So join us for that. Not this coming Tuesday, but most likely the following Tuesday. We're going to do our cybersecurity Q&A night with our good friend Socks. So tune in for that. And then Thursday nights, we were working on software explorations. We were focused on automation. It was so annoying last week trying to get this automation thing to work, probably because of the Netflix whole failure that we had. But we're gonna fix that so we can get back to the automation on the free mind recovery site and wrap that up. We're trying to get through the page object model. So that's what we're doing, right? Those are our live shows coming up this week and moving forward. One more time, Mondays and Wednesdays, 7:15 a.m. We have Coffee and Kata in the morning, working through our mobile development. Sunday afternoon, software explorations, working through Terraform. Tuesday nights, Q&A sessions. Thursday nights, we have software explorations, working on automation, all right? So that is our live shows. Then we move on into our pre-recorded content. We have Mondays, Canon Conversations. Wednesdays, software exploration. By the way, this Monday is going to be really, really fun. Mitch, you definitely want to tune in for this. It is about how I avoided a major, how would I say it? A major catastrophe, right? Like when interviewing last year. So you guys definitely want to tune in for that. Find out about my experience and how I went a different route, right? So tune in tomorrow. On Wednesdays, we have software explorations. This coming Wednesday, we're going to be talking about compliance and the GRC model. We've already done the governance. We've already done risk management this past Wednesday. And then this coming Wednesday, we're going to be doing compliance. And then on Fridays, we have the bug bite. So you want to tune in for that. This past bug bite, it wasn't really about a bug, but we were talking about cybersecurity salaries, the top cybersecurity salaries. So for all those who are interested in cybersecurity, go and check that video out. And we're going to be this coming Friday, we're going to be talking about the United Health Group ransomware attack that's happening right now. So tune in for that. And then throughout the week, we have shorts and we have clips from the Q&A show that get released. So something for everyone. Whatever it is that you're into, whether you're more into like finding about the bugs in cybersecurity, whether you're into the concepts of different technologies, or whether you have, or whether you need like a mindset shift, we have it all. So definitely tune in, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you can know anytime we drop new content or go live. Because like I said, I'm trying to cater the tech content to your needs. All right. So that is the plan. That is what we're working on. Okay. All right. So, so Mitch asked, did you feel weird not streaming on Friday? I didn't feel weird because I was in jiu-jitsu class and someone was trying to like take off my head. So I didn't have time to think about streaming, but it was weird waking up to go do something else. So that was the weird part. But no, whenever someone's trying to kill you, you don't really think about what you should have been doing out instead. It's like afterwards. But yeah. So that's what happened. All right, let's see. Okay, so we are going to talk about. All right, let's do this real quick, right? Let me pull up my old trusty book right here. I'm gonna read a quick. I'm just gonna see our favorite, the Clean Coder. Gonna just flip through some book. All right. Let's go with this right. So this section is called Worry Code, right? It says, have you ever gotten into a big fight with your spouse or friend and then tried to code? Did you notice that there was a background process running in your mind trying to resolve or at least review the fight? Sometimes you can feel the stress of that background process in your chest or in the pit of your stomach. It can make you feel anxious, like when you had too much coffee or Diet Coke. It's distracting. When I'm worried about an argument with my wife or a customer crisis or a sick child, I can't maintain focus. My concentration wavers. I find myself with my eye on the screen and fingers on the keyboard doing nothing. Catatonic. Paralyzed, a million miles away, working through the problem in the background rather than actually solving the coding problem in front of me. Sometimes I will force myself to think about the code. I might drive myself to write a line or two. I might push myself to get a test or two to pass, but I can't keep it up. Inevitably, I find myself descending into a stupefied insensibility, seeing nothing through my open eyes, inwardly churning on the background worry. I have to learn that this is no time to code. Any code I produce will be trash. So instead of coding, I need to resolve the worry. All right. So we're gonna stop right there. And I think that goes past just like coding or something like that, right? Anything that you're trying to do when you can't stay, when you have something else running in the background or another thing you're trying to deal with, and like, a lot of times you try to compartmentalize, and to a certain extent you can, depending on what you're doing, like especially if it's something that you can do like on autopilot. But it's hard when your mind isn't clear. Whether it's like trying to code or even doing jujitsu, like if your mind isn't clear, you might have like some things on autopilot that you can handle certain things, but you can't think to do the right thing. So usually like, fix the problem and then get back to work, try to avoid working with problems, try to fix the problem and then get back to work, get focused and go from there. Right. So that is that. So I just wanted to share, I always like to share a little passage from our resources or books, whether it's Winning with Tim Grover or The Clean Coder or one of David Goggins' books, whatever it is, we just try to set the stage, All right. Next thing I want to talk about, right? Real quick, let's talk about just the truth, please. So the truth. I like when a lot of times the truth will make us what's the word I'm looking for here. The truth will bother us, right? Because we want the truth, but we want the truth to be in our favor, And I have to like force myself to whether it's something that is a compliment or praise or whether it is criticism, whatever it is, I just need to extract the truth out of it. And a lot of times the place that you're going to get the truth from is from people who, whether they know you or not, but like they don't necessarily have to care about you that much. And sometimes like, the truth might be a little bit harsh as it comes to you, but you need to like ingest it and then digest it. And you're like, okay, well, this is what I'm getting out of it, and go from there, because I don't need people to make me feel good, and I don't think you should need people to make you feel good either, right? You should be concerned about growth. We should always be concerned about growth. One of one of the sayings that I like is like, facts don't care about your feelings, but some people say, well, my feelings don't care about your facts. I'm going to go with the former, where like the facts don't care about your feelings. If you are looking to grow, because you can believe whatever you want in your head, but it doesn't change the facts. And I'm always in search of growth. And when people are like looking out for you, and they are looking out for your best interest, then I'm going to want that truth, whatever it may be, however harsh it might be. I want that truth so I can make the necessary adjustments so I can go out there and win. All right. So that's just a quick hit on the facts, and like on the truth, right? I want the truth regardless of what it is, and then let's make the necessary adjustments. Like whatever truth you're saying, like it might not be like I might get that from you, and it's like, okay, I don't think that's applicable, or I don't think it's true in my situation. But I'd rather you tell me what you believe is true and not try to make me feel good about it, and then we go from there. Okay. You see, Mitch? See what's going on here? The bot is not working today. So now I have to go and find let's see real quick. I have to go and hire another one. I tell you, these bots, they are so flaky, so flaky. Let's go to this guy. That's what I'm wondering, right? So let's go and do this. We're gonna go and we are going to go to the other bot, and because I don't know where my number one bot is, but you might just have to get fired all along. For real, right? It's gonna end up being 3 of them, but we are good. All right. So let's get to work today. Yeah. So that was what I wanted to share about the truth. I prefer people sharing the truth with me, and then we go from there. I don't care about people caring about my feelings, right? Just tell me what's going on, and let's work it out. All right. Okay. Let me get back to the agenda. See what's next. All right. So we are ready to get to work. But before we do that, do me a favor. If you haven't done so yet, do me a big favor. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can know every single time that we go live. If you need help, like to grow in the tech field, go over to www.techcoachralph.dev, where you can sign up for a coaching plan and get access to exclusive content that is not on YouTube. All right. So we are going to start to work on our Terraform, but as we always like to do, let's call for some energy.
Please offer me your energy. I ask of you, please.
All right. So it's time to get energized. And let's see what we got going on here. Today's the 10th, right? So let's see if the bot decides to. Let's see if it's too late for the bots to get to work. But whatever, whether they join or not, we're gonna do what we do. All right, let me pull up this, and let's get our timer up for our first 20-minute session.
It's time to do.
So what I want to do today is I want to set up the serverless. So last time we did there goes that one. Perfect. We got the backup on the way. So what I want to do today is set up a serverless instance of and me myself says, rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. Rest in peace, Akira. Rest in peace. All right, so we are gonna do serverless, right? We want to do serverless because we want to pay as we go. We don't want to pay for like this dedicated hosting. Jeez, hold on. Log back in. All right, so we are gonna do So, no, it's not mango juice yet. The mangoes are they should be starting to take shape by like April, and then they should be ready by June. So I'll get your address and send you some. All right. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody else. All right, Mitch. But I'll get your address and I'll send you a box of mangoes. But just don't tell anybody because then everyone's gonna want some. All right. So the dedicated is like 54 cents per hour, which that's like too big. But like it would cost like $387 per month if we were to go with that, right? I think the setup that I had like last week was a lot cheaper, but it's too much. Like especially for what we are going to host on it. That might be an option in the future. So like this would be that's more like it, right? But still, $56 a month is way too much for what we need. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with the serverless, right? But we're still gonna want to do the serverless with Terraform, but this is gonna be like 10 cents per 100 million reads. You will be billed monthly for the reads, write strong storage, serverless, continuous backup, and data transfer. So that's what we want to do, but we want to do it via Terraform. So that's what we're gonna do, right? So let's get started with that. So this is the plan. Let's hope for the best. And let me open. I have some documentation here to see how we're gonna do it. Let me zoom in a bit. Let's zoom in. And this is pretty much what we're gonna do, right? We're going to do the name, project ID, and I think some of this data, like when we set it up, like when we put up the Terraform stuff, it's already gonna like we've created some of this already, and we're gonna use that to do all that, right? And there's something else that I want to do as well. I want to, which you know what? Before I forget, let's pivot and do that first, right? Because I registered a domain name for us to use for the app, and I want to update our configuration so that we can set up that domain name. So instead of so let's go over here and you see what I mean, right? Sometimes my mind is going all over the place, but I did remember, and I think that's an easy thing to get out the way first. So if we go into our Terraform and we go into okay, we go into here, I believe. Terraform plan. Yeah, so we want to go over to, and I'm going to keep the subdomain for now, and we can take it out later on. But we want to go over to find out where we were setting up right here, right? We want to set up another AWS resource. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy. So I'm going to say, and then we can take this out later, but we'll leave it for now in case something goes wrong. But I'm going to copy this. Do I have any more? I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to say, for the top level domain, and that top level domain is going to be .app, right? I just want to get this out of the way, right? So this is going to be here, .app, and this is going to be here, .app, and I'm going to have to change this name because we're already using it over here. Poopy Pants, top, say TLD URL, and Poopy Pants TLD public URL, right? So now we have the so we're creating up a new Route 53. The only thing we want to do is create a new Route 53. And with that new Route 53, we're going to have this poopypants.app as a domain name for our app. Let's update this as well. Poopypants TLD. Anything else in here? I think everything else should be fine. Everything else should be fine. All right, so let's do Terraform plan. Let's see how that works. Oh my goodness. No. Oh, cd Terraform. And now Terraform plan. Let's see what we get. So it should only be making like 2 changes, right? So the plan. So after this runs, it's going to add 2 things. It's going to add the AWS Route 53, and then it's going to do the AWS Route 50. So it's going to add the Route 53 zone and then the Route 53 record, right? And that should be pointing to our Elastic Beanstalk, and then we are going to be taking the we are going to have to log into the AWS and go into the domain provider, the registrar, so that we can change it to the name servers to the correct one. All right. So let's go ahead and do this. That'll be a very quick thing to get out of the way, and then we can get back to working on our database so we can store our quotes from the Google Sheets into an actual MongoDB database, which is going to be serverless. All right. So that's the plan. All right. So Terraform apply. It should be really, really quick to do too. So while that's happening, I am going to be logging into AWS so we can get which should be able to export it, but whatever. Not gonna do all over that. Mm. All right, so I'm logging in on the other screen. And I put TLDR to stand for top level domain. What just happened here? Updating invalid configuration, invalid option specification. I know what the heck. What is this? Invalid. What the heck is that? Let's see. Okay, so this is gonna have to be like that, I believe. So that was that one. That one. Here goes the new one. New one. New one. I think that's everything. Route 53 record. Let's see. All right, let's try that again. I think I got everything. Might have missed one before. So let's see. Terraform apply. So 2 changes, 1 destroy. Mm. Let me see. Resource route 53. No, that's not it. Let's go back. Let me say no on this one. And let's go back. Let's do. Let's try this. Resource route 53 record. Let's do TLT. Let's do it like that. And let's do TLD. And DVO, ACM cert. So I think we need a certificate for. Aha. There we go. So we need this one too. We need this one too. So we need 2 certificates because we need one for the new domain as well. And I'm gonna drop that one right on top of the new one here. Almost got caught slipping. And app, and we'll say PBQ TLD cert. All right. I wonder if the website is even working right now. It's still up. Okay, cool. That's good. Let's see. So we have that. We have that. We have that. PBQ TLD cert. And then we have this. All right, let's try that now. So plan 3 to add, 2 to change. So it's going to add this one. All right, let's see. I don't know why this is changing. It's adding this. Why that? Let me see. There's something. Let me see. So this is gonna be TLD. Why is this one like that? Let me see. Just comparing the settings right now to see why it's trying to. So these aren't changing. Certificate. public URL TDL, but let's fix that. All right, so we have that. We have that. I don't know why it's putting this next to it. Something is not right over here. Let's see. Oh, I see. I see. PPQ cert. Let's go to this one, PPQ cert. All right, cool. So, do we have another one of these then? We should. This is the one. There we go. So we got to take this one and move it here. Now, let's try that again. So this should be a no. And now it should get it good. So Terraform apply. Let's see what it comes up with this time. But that should do it this time. So this time it's going to say will be created here. Yeah. Cool. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we are going to go over to AWS. Route 53 to get our name servers. And then we're going to go into Namecheap, which is my registrar, update the name servers, and hopefully be able to see that the new domain name is working before we take out the old domain names. And it's just making some modifications right now. What? Line 5, AWS. Unknown configuration, EC2, invalid option specification.
Lunch break! Lunch break!
AWS EC2. Well, I'm not gonna worry about that error right now because it's something different. But let's go ahead and let's go over to here before we go to break, and let's get to our hosted zones. We should be able to see our poopypants.app right now. There we go. Click on that, and now we need, so here are our name servers, and we need to add this CNAME over here. Be good to go. So let's do it. I have, let me see what before I share, let me see what I have over here. Okay, let's go to manage. All right, so we are inside of our domain name settings at Namecheap. We are going to choose custom DNS. Being interesting. Let's find out. Let's find out. So if we go and we take here, we drop the first one. We drop the second one. We drop the third one. And we click on this little checkbox. So the name servers are set to the ones that AWS has. So after it propagates, hopefully not too long, maybe when we come back from break, we should be able to see the app. Hopefully, we shall find out. Um, because the name servers are pointed directly at Amazon, I don't know if we actually need to do this CNAME thing, but we'll find out and we'll make the necessary adjustments as we come across it. All right. So yeah, we shall see. Let's go ahead and go to break, and then we'll come back and continue. I'm not sure what the error is in Terraform that's happening, but it shouldn't block us from doing anything. We can check to make sure the site is still up. Yeah, it's still there. So cool. Let's go to break, and we'll come back and we'll get to we'll make sure that the domain name is working, and then we'll get to the MongoDB setting up for our serverless, right? So we're break. Let's put on our 5 minutes of break. So I wanted to talk real quick about why does every single place, everything, why does it have to turn toxic, right? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why does every single place has and when I say every single place, I'm talking about LinkedIn, right? I spoke about this maybe some months ago, but I remember LinkedIn was a place where it was so professional, and people were posting like updates about what they're working on. They were doing like showing what they're working on and trying to help each other out. People posting jobs, people applying for stuff. It was so professional, right? I was about to go somewhere, but I don't want Mitch to. Mitch knows where I was gonna go, but let's not do that. But it was such a networking place where you can meet people and you can build like professional relationships, and I really want to go there, Mitch. Like it's just so hard not to. But they could build professional relationships, network with one another, find different, like for instance, like I'm in QA, right? So find different QA people to talk to, share ideas, connect with one another and stuff like that. But now there's scams going on LinkedIn. There's fake companies. There's people who are like complaining about like their. I mean, I don't know if it's complaining, but I mean, yeah, they're complaining about what their worth is, and like why won't people give them a chance, and how they've been like looking forever, and like how companies complaining about companies, like just all like they just take the negativity that they come with, like that they came from on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that, and they just like have to apply that same atmosphere to they apply that same atmosphere to the place that was supposed to be for professionalism, right? It was supposed to be for professionalism on LinkedIn, and then now we have that mentality of like that entitlement mentality, and people are just trying to get followers. And I honestly think, right? I don't know much about LinkedIn and stuff like that, but if it has the same monetization policy that like these other platforms have, where if you have this many connections, and I really don't know about LinkedIn like that, right? I just know that it used to be for the professional, right? Um, and now if it's like, oh, we're gonna monetize you, then I can see why the toxicity comes in, because now you're looking for people to agree with you, and that's where you're gonna be like posting content like, here's one, right? Oh, and like I guess recruiters like love this one, but it's like, oh, why like companies should do this and companies should do that. And I'm like, companies companies are gonna do what's in their best interests. The same way I always advise you to do what's in your best interests, right? But companies like I would be upset. Like I would be upset if a company didn't do what was in their best interest, right? Because at the end of the day, it comes down to the shareholders and the stakeholders, right? And if you're trying to do what's in like if your number one focus is what's in the best interest of your employees and not your customers, then you're eventually not going to have any employees because you're going to go out of business, right? Sometimes, right? And not saying that I like it, but sometimes you have to sacrifice some employees to keep your company alive so that you can actually take care of all your other employees, because you need to take care of your customers. If you don't take care of your customers, you're not going to be able to take care of your employees. It's a simple math equation, right? But then when you have the toxic part come in, and it's like, oh, the interview process takes so long. It should just be one interview and hired. I'm like, what the hell? Are you like, do you know how much it costs to hire somebody? Have you ever hired somebody for you to have that type of mindset, right? But that's the toxicity, that entitlement comes in. And I remember like one time, like some recruiter person was talking about, oh, it should be like this. And I'm like, what you're talking about is an entitled mindset. Like the companies, like it costs them a lot of money to hire, and you're the one who wants a chance. So if you are that much of a hot commodity, then like not you, not that recruiter itself, but the people that you're advocating for, then they like there would be no need to be like complaining, and they can just get you from wherever. But it's I don't know. It's just like that whole mindset and stuff like that. It just transfers over, right, from Instagram to from Facebook, from YouTube, from TikTok, from Twitter, right? About like, oh, I'm owed this, and it's really just content strategy for people to get views and clicks and stuff like that. And it sucks to see it on LinkedIn, because that was supposed to be the place for professionalism. And man, if I if I cared enough to create my own platform, it would be like super restrictive. Like if you coming in with that mindset and stuff like that, it's like, all right, you're gonna get up out of here, go over to LinkedIn, go over to Twitter, go over to wherever. But maybe this platform is not for you, because we are about winning any like. And if you like, I don't know, I would just ban the entitled mindset. I don't know. That's just me. Is that wrong, Mitch? If I was to create a platform and I just say the first entitled post you make, you're out of here. Is that wrong? Am I wrong for that? I don't know. Maybe not. Anyways, that's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Let me check the chat really quick, and then we'll get back to work. I'm not trying to be here forever today. Just want to get this stuff done. Mitch says, I agree. It has some Tinder tendencies. See, I never seen that, because I guess I don't focus on it that much. When I get on LinkedIn, I probably look like through 5 posts before I get to like whatever I had to do, whether accepting some connection requests or responding to some messages. But like the ones that I do see, it's like, ugh, what is going on here? Mitch said, content. Yep. But here's the thing, right? There's some content that is really good, right? Which the same thing. It's like same thing as any social media platform, right? So on Facebook, there's some stuff that's really good. On not LinkedIn, on YouTube, I would say there's more good content than bad content on YouTube, and on all these platforms, right? But but the bad content that you have to go through to find the good one is annoying, right? And but like so many people like Joseph, like his content is really good, you know. But then when you're scrolling through, like, oh, people are like complaining and crying and all this type of stuff, and it's like, hey, come on, chin up, young buck, chin up, young lad. All right. Let's see. And it says, but who has mainly been promoting LinkedIn in the past 2 to 3 years, including this year? Tech influencers, your favorite boot camps, etc. Yeah, I mean, I see some preposterous posts on like YouTube and on LinkedIn, right? But I think I don't know if I don't know if it was you that I was mentioning it to the other day, but with somebody that I'm pretty close to, they were telling me that the the people who want to like sponsor your channel and they like the cost to do it is them pretty much taking over your channel, and they're directing what content that you're going to be posting. You know, saying how many times you're going to be posting this. You have to post. Oh, if you join our program or our school or boot camp or whatever, you have to make videos. Like you have to make videos of, oh, I went from making this much money to that much money in this amount of time. And guess what? Here's a secret for you. Here's a secret for you. I'm in my whisper voice, right? It's not true. A lot of those times that they're saying they made this much money after taking this boot camp, it's not true because a lot of them still don't have a job. The money that they're making is from the sponsors promoting their channel and paying them and stuff like that for the people who sign up for their boot camps, and then they end up being like, why am I not getting a job if Tech Coach Ralph said he went and did this boot camp and he was able to go from $40K a year to $400K a year, right? So now I'm going to go sign up for this boot camp, and now I expect to, even if I don't get to 400K, maybe I should get to like 150K in like 6 months, right? Why not? But guess what? I never got a job making that much money doing it that way, right? But I have to make the content so that you can follow and join that boot camp, and then I can get all the kickback from it, you know? And they tell you this many days you have to post this content, then that content, then that content, then that content. And when, even though that information might not be true about you or might not be true about the people that you are interviewing, right? So for me personally, I want to see W-2s. If you're going to be telling me, oh, I went to this program and I got a job in this amount of days making this much money, I want to see W-2s, right? I want to see pay stubs. Because from my experience, I haven't seen the claims that you're making. So I want to see W-2s. That's what I want to see, right? And if you actually did it right, if you actually got it like that, I mean, honestly, if I had it like that, I wouldn't be caring about. I wouldn't be sharing it on line and stuff like that. But they're paying you to make this content. Think about it. They're paying these people to make this content. If that was the case, why do you have to get paid to make that content? It's I don't know. It's really weird, right? Anyways, Mitch says, one bad apple spoils the bunch. Facts. Yeah, you were saying that. Yep. And Mitch says, I believe it's especially if they are getting paid, they will go with that, with what they pay, even though they don't believe in it. They believe in the money, though. Hey, you know how it is, right? It's
Money.
And guess what? I love money just as much as the other person, right? But I don't want to lie to you, because if I'm lying to you to go and take some program that I didn't even do for myself and I don't have the results that they're telling me to say, then I believe that I am stealing from you, right? I believe that I'm stealing from you if I tell you to go do something that I did that I actually didn't do, and this is the results you're going to get from the thing that I didn't do for myself. And even if I did it and I got those results, doesn't mean that you're going to get those results, right? Because we're going to be very different people. And maybe at the time that I did it, it was a different field, a different market at the time. So I believe that I would be stealing from you if I were to push you in something that either I'm lying about, or that I did it at a time that was different than the time that you're doing it, right? So that I don't know. And then it says really quick what they also don't tell you is that people promote 400 to 40 to 400K, etc. They are working 2 to 4 jobs, being overemployed. There's that possibility as well, and like that's a possibility, but because I know, I think I think it's you who are telling me, it's like, somebody who's like working 2 jobs, making like 250K, but I would honestly say it's not the majority of people who have it like that, right? I know some people too who have it like that, but I would say it's not the majority, because what I always hear is the reason that I want to make all this money is so that I can travel. It's so I can travel. So I'm like, well, how do you have the capacity to work 2 jobs and still be able to travel and still be able to get like those 2 jobs? Like, getting time off is not the easiest thing in the book, right? So now getting time off from 2 jobs at the same exact time, that's kind of tricky, right? So I don't know. Like, I guess being QA, I'm very, very skeptical about what people say. And I'm like, I always need some proof. So if you're making 400K, whether you're working 2 jobs, I want to see both pay stubs, paychecks, W-2 forms, or um, I want to see, or I want to see how much money you're getting from the program who's sponsoring your videos. You're sending them over to that. I want to see how you did, and how they helped you get the job. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I am not a believing person. I would say it's a little easier if the jobs are remote to go on vacation. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Definitely agree with that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a believing spirit. Anyways, enough of my rant. Enough of my rant on that. So that's a good point. That's a good point. Talk about, like, yep. All right. Can I just get one in? Just one, right? They might be billing, like, sending invoices for like working a 24-hour day or something like that. All right, that's the only one I'm gonna get in, right? If you know, you know. All right. Anyways, let's put another 20 minutes on the clock, and we are going to
Let's go! Let's go!
let's see what happened now. I'm gonna try to I have no idea if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna open up a new tab. Let's take Mitch's thing off screen. And okay, so that's not a bad thing, I guess. The DNS is pointing. Let's see, make sure this one is still working. So that's still working. This one is not. But let's look at our AWS. I I wonder. I always wonder about the dot at the end. Because if it's pointing directly to here, let me see, test record. Let's see. Mm, let's take a look at the other one to see if we're missing something. So this is good. think this is the one that pushes it towards yeah, pushes it towards the elastic beanstalk. Mm, let's see. ACM, certificate manager. We have this one. And it's issued. Can be used. So we have all of this here. Create record in Route 53. We have that in Route 53. Go back. Shoot, we did that. Hold on. History. Let's go to. Let me get that back. Take dot out at the end. But I'll probably have to like mess with this a little bit later because it might. I don't think it's. I don't think the issue is with because it creates the cert, it creates the record. So, anyways, I'll figure that part out later. But at least we got it set up in AWS via Terraform, and then we can go and mess with that other part later. So let's go back to work, and we're gonna go to. Let's focus on the Mongo part now. I don't want to spend the whole stream trying to figure out this domain name thing, but it might just be propagating. I don't know. Let's go over to here. And we want to we have our project, we have our database user, we have our IP access list, we have our, which I think my IP address might have changed. So did it? No, I don't think it did actually. I think we should be good. We have our, this is creating the advanced cluster. We don't want the advanced cluster. We want to now, I'm gonna go pull this up. We want to use the Mongo Serverless instance, right? So I am going to comment this out for now. And we are going to use this as all right. So now we're going to say resource. And we're going to do MongoDB Atlas serverless instance. Where'd you add it? And we're going to call that PPQ Mongo serverless. And let's add the required properties. So name. Let's see, we go with .id. Gonna do the same thing here. MongoDB Atlas. Okay, got the name. Provider settings, backing provider. So this is going to be AWS. Provider backing, cloud provider, provider setting, provider. Okay, so the setting is serverless. And the region is going to be okay, so we have that. Anything else we need to do here? Because because of this, the serverless instance data source has particular value. So here's what I did. I added the name from the project name. I added the project ID from the project ID. I added the provider setting, like the provider name. Backend provider is AWS. And the provider name is serverless. And then the region is the US East 1 that we have applied to this variable right here. Now, if we scroll down over here, let's see. I know this over here. So Atlas cluster connection screen. So this one we're going to comment, or we're going to copy this. But we're going to comment this one out because this is for the one that we commented out, right? So we say Atlas serverless connection string is going to be all right. So what's the name of it up here? No, it's on the right track. So we have connection string standard service. Because of the serverless instance data source has particular value as a connection string. let's oh geez. So this page isn't found. Well, let's try to run it and see what happens. Let's see what happens when we try to run this. So here we need a provider name. Okay. Mm, a argument is oh, so this is not expected here. Why do I have all of this over here? Let's see. Let's see if it creates it. I don't know. Let's find out. What the heck's going on here? What the heck? Some type of loop happening here? Okay. Terraform apply. Let's see if it creates the serverless now. So we are. So it's running. I forgot to switch the screen, but it's running. It's trying to create our serverless. What I can do while it's doing that, let's go ahead and let's pull up our Mongo. And let's see what's going on here. So still trying to create the serverless. Still trying to create. I think I said it could take some time when it's trying to create the whole Mongo stuff. I don't know how long it takes to create the serverless, but in the meantime, while we're waiting for that to happen, let's take a look at what's going on with these subdomain. No, maybe I should just point it to maybe I should just do it like the other ones and point it to DreamHost. I was trying to point it directly from the registrar to trying to point it directly from the registrar to AWS, but I don't know. feel like I'm missing something. Okay, so if we go over here, it says that it is done doing the serverless. Let's take a look at Mongo. If we go over here, refresh. I don't see nothing. Let's see. Says it's there. Oh, it should be this one. Let's see. Server. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Awesome. So we have this here. And let's see if we do connect. So, let's open up our tool. Opening up Studio 3T before I eventually get the data grip from JetBrains. That's going to use this tool for now, but we will see. Yeah, connect the local
Lunch
hosts.
break. Lunch break.
All right, let's see here. Cancel. I'm gonna let's just work a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna end it for today. The whole time change thing always messes me up. So happy we're able to do some work today, but I don't think we're going to be spending that much more time today because I gotta fix myself with these time changes. All right, so I'm gonna copy this over here. I'm gonna put it in here. Put it in there. And let's see what happens if we do that. Your connection has been successfully auto-configured. Test connection. It's connected. Cool. And if we say to, let's say BBQ Mongo Atlas Serverless, right? And we save that. And we connect to that. And we say add a database. And we call that TCR quotes. Go with that. Okay. Now if we expand that, we say add collection. And if we call that quotes collection. And user is not allowed to do so. Okay. Interesting. Let me see if we do got the database created. We would need to let me see. Authentication mode, basic, and the database where the user is defined. Oh, okay. The username is ppq user 1. Project name. What's the name of the database? Did we create a database? Username, password. Database. Atlas project name. Only thing that's left is the password I have to get. Auth database name. Okay. All right, let me look for this. Let me figure out how to get this password. Let's see. What did we use last week? Terraform, Mongo. So I can find that what we used last time to do it. I think it was this one we used. And then if we go, or maybe not this one. Not this one. Where is that article we used? There you go. How to deploy Mongo with Atlas and Terraform. So if we go all the way down here, we had used something to output the password. Where is my... Where's the password? Trying to find the password. Where is it? How do we... There was a thing to output the password last time. Okay, you got deployment. Take up to 15 minutes. Let's look for the word password. Database password, create Atlas user and password. So to access it, you'll need to Terraform output JSON. All right, so let me do that. Terraform output JSON user password. All right, I have it here. But we need it over here. Let me make sure it doesn't show the password. All right, cool. So let's do that. Let me copy it from here. Copy. Here. Let's see. Test connection. Database error, PPT user 1. Server. It exists. Connection type. Enter the MongoDB DNS sequence you want to run. We test the connection. It fails at database error, MongoDB security exception authenticating MongoDB credentials. What about if I take this off? The legal argument database name is okay. So what's the database name? So if it's the project name, what's the project name then? What? The project name is this. Database name. It's just creating the user though. No, that doesn't. Let's see. I don't understand why this connects if I don't have any authentication. Anyways, I think that's just something we're gonna have to figure out. But we do have the database connected. Let's see. Any problem is I don't. I don't think this is valid. If I go here and I refresh this, I can. All right, there was a refresh. All right. Let's say I go here and I go here. It was like, yeah, it didn't even get created. created. So if I go over to our browser and we go here, not here, we go to here. Edit configuration. Let's see what they have in the configuration. We have nothing in here. Access your data through. All right. Let's leave it as that. We are going to do some more investigation on after you, because right now we have the database set up, or we at least have the serverless project set up in Atlas, right? Now the next thing we're going to have to figure out is how, like, what are we actually doing to connect to this database? I have a username, but I don't see anything. Like, I don't know, something is missing. So we'll do some more research on that when we come back next Sunday. We should have the new domain name working, as well as being able to connect to the database, so we can start. And in the week, part of our Scrum project for this sprint is to be able to do a post endpoint. So we should be able to start adding stuff to the database by next week. That's the hope. We shall see, right? I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Mitch, for being here as well. Same as well as me myself. Thank you so much for you guys being here. I'm just going to ask this question before we get out of here. Like we always like to do.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Yep. Is that not why you're here? No, you're not here to be entertained. You are here to have some fun, to be entertained, and to get to work, and for us to learn together, right? So that's what we do here. We are always learning while having fun. And we're gonna keep running it up to the top, as Buzz Lightyear said, to infinity and beyond. Remember, on your way out, if you haven't done so already, do me a big favor. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can know every time that we go live or drop new content. And if you need some one-on-one coaching, go over to www.techcoachralph.dev, where you can sign up for a coaching plan with me, and we will get the show on the road, all right? So lastly, before we take off, you already know, yesterday's price is not today's price, and today's price is definitely not going to be tomorrow's price. So
one more thing. Price of the brick going up.
the price of the brick is going up, all right, friends? So with that being said, I am getting out of here. You guys have a very, very lovely Sunday afternoon. Tomorrow we are getting back to the work week. I love Mondays. Every day is a Monday for me. So let's get at it. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am out. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday afternoon and evening. All right.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again. Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.